Hello everyone, welcome to episode 4 of the Outlaw Joseph Scotts, my Shadows of Brimstone single hero adventure in the environs of Brimstone. So the Outlaw Joseph Scotts on the last episode had ventured into some mines to explore them for an investor, and he was actually quite successful in his first foray into some of the mines around Brimstone. He beat up some tentacles, beat up some hellbats, gained 295 experience points, leveled up to level 2, and gained a little bit of gold for his explorations. More importantly, he gained some very useful and interesting equipment. The Amulet of Kotak for once per adventure preventing damage would take from a single source, and the Silver Belt Buckle, letting him, whenever he kills an enemy, he can heal 1 wound or 1 sanity. I think both of those will be extremely useful as a one-player one hero game. And of course we'd also picked up this Void Sword for +1 combat and doing the peril die for damage. Not going to be very useful for this outlaw, at least as we're building him, since we are actually building him to dual wield the outlaw pistols, and we will hopefully upgrade these at some point, which will be excellent. But obviously we're a little far away, but that's our big haul, and we did pick up 250 gold for exploring the mines, since the way that mission worked was based on basically the number of tiles, or how deep the posse was into the depth track, times 50 as far as gold. So we got a good ways in, and managed to pick up 250 gold. So currently, we said we gained 295 experience points. We were 25 experience points short, which to level us up. And obviously, when leveling up your character in a campaign for Shadows of Brimstone, you actually subtract off the points. Those experience points are spent, so you're gonna essentially reset to 0 when you spend that. So that leaves him with 270 experience points where he's sitting. And we are now returning in this episode to one of the nearby towns, to Tumbleweed Gulch. And we're going to see what Joseph ends up doing. So here we have the town. And so the first thing we do is we start off with deciding whether we are going to stay at the campsite and roll for a camp hazard, or if we're going to go to the hotel. Well, since we do have some money, we do have 250 gold, and we're tired of the trail, Joseph is actually going to go to the hotel. He's going to spend the $10 to go to the hotel. So what we're going to do after that is now we're going to need to decide where is Joseph going to go for his first day in town. Okay, so deciding where we're going to go. I think what I want to do, I do have 1 piece of Darkstone and a tonic in my side bag. I think Joseph needs to do a couple things. I think first it would be good for him to go to the general store and pick up both a little bit of whiskey and a little bit of bandages. Now, according to the rules, you can essentially sell wherever you are. So I don't think Joseph needs this Void Sword. So he's going to go ahead and sell it for 800. So that will give him some decent money. So now we are up to 1,040 gold. Remember, we spent the 10 for the hotel. So after that, I think I also want, we do have 1 piece of Darkstone, which I could save up, but I think what's going to be most useful is to get some Darkstone bullets. and those are found at the blacksmith. As well, it would be nice to go to the saloon, gamble, and it would be interesting to go to the Frontier Outpost. I can't get bounties, but hey, I like trying to rob the bank, even though he's not the greatest person at it. So, the challenge being that he is a little dangerous for Joseph to stay in the town for too long. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to I think he's going to go to the blacksmith. We want to get those Darkstone bullets. The Darkstone bullets give him +1 damage to all his pistol shots during the next mission, which I think will be crucial for him. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We've got the money. We do have 1 Darkstone to do that. So that is the plan. So day 1, going to the blacksmith. So we go to the blacksmith, and we're going to roll our 2 dice, and we get a 4. Oh no, there is a cost increase. All purchase prices are +$100. Ouch. Okay. Well, it's going to mean they're going to be pretty pricey, but we will go ahead and still buy them anyway, and I think that's going to be the only thing he's going to buy here. So we'll buy the Darkstone bullets for 300 and his 1 Darkstone. So that will be day 1. I will remove his Darkstone, and I will cross off 300. So -300. Okay. So it is the end of the day, so we need to roll to see if there is a town event. Okay, and so what do you know? There is a town event. So let's see what town event it is. So there is a town event chart. All right, so I roll 2d6. And I get a 6. So it is spreading fear. Fear spreads to the town as the days grow dark and the demonic attacks more frequent. 1 random town location closes up shop and may not be visited for the rest of the town's stay. Roll a d6. The campsite dissipates, so it can no longer be used, and the hotel doubles their current rate. All right, so this is going to be expensive. So this may be a very, very short town stay. It's obviously not being very friendly. So let us see which location is going to close. So again, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's see which location closes. Okay. 2. Well, the blacksmith closes. Well, that's actually not too bad because I was actually just there. So, back to the hotel. Yeah, I do think I still want to do the general store to pick up some bandages and whatnot. So, I'll spend 1 more day in town. So that will be a 20 more gold. Mark that down. All right, on my little sheet. And then I will go to the general store. So, rolling for the general store. Let's see what we have. A 6. Business as usual, no event. Okay. So I have approximately 600. I do have a tonic in my side bag. I can only carry 5 items. So I need to decide what I'm going to do. Alright, and I can purchase essentially, there's a bunch of stuff on the back here. I don't really have the money for most of it. I don't want to change my weapons out because my skills are with the Outlaw pistol. And they do have 3 slots for upgrades. So the Outlaw pistols are actually pretty nice. There's clothing here, but I can't really afford any of it. with my money. And sides, I do want said side back items, so some whiskey and bandages. So I think I'm gonna get 2 bandages and a whiskey and a dynamite. Yeah. 2 bandages, a whiskey, and a dynamite. So 150 and 200, so 350. So I will subtract off 350 from my total. Minus 350. Okay. And then it is the end of day 2, and I think, just kind of considering how things are going here, and the extra hotel rate, I think actually that might be it. I think I may run off to go on to the next adventure. So let's see if there's a town event here. 3, not quite, since we're on day 2. So I think that Joseph wants to go on to another adventure. Okay, so the next adventure, Joseph, episode 5, is going to be doing the adventure called Seal the Void Gate. Okay, and it says, stable void gate has opened deep in a nearby mine, and all manner of horrific monstrosities are pouring out. Find a way to seal the gate within an ancient occult tome. The local holy man led a group down into the mine a few days ago to try to put a stop to the rampage. They have not been heard from since. And the waves of creatures are getting stronger and more frequent. Something must be done, or this entire area will be overrun in a matter of days. Alright, so essentially what that means is that Joseph is going to be exploring the mine, and basically he needs to find 2 clue tokens in here. The first one finds the previous expedition, and essentially that I'm going to be fighting a not quite epic, but a stronger monster than I would normally fight. So it's sort of like a mini boss when I find that. And then the second clue token is the gate room itself, the room with the gate, and that's kind of the end boss. And there's some special rules for sealing the gate and closing the gate, and of course additional monsters spawning through that gate. Because of this objective, so this could be difficult. If I win this, I get 25 experience, as well as D6 times $50, so that's pretty good. And if I fail, I cannot visit a town and have to immediately go into the next adventure. But at least I am now equipped with 2 bandages and a whiskey and a dynamite. Plus the dark stone bullets, and I've got the silver buckle for a little bit of healing, and the amulet to give me some protection. I think I'm pretty well equipped. So I understand this was kind of short. I'm sorry that some of these town adventures are a little bit shorter than normal. Just kind of depends on how the dice come up. On whether it's worth staying. I did forget at the end of the first day to roll a die to my hero level to see if I am recognized. So I need to actually do that. And then obviously, since I will want to buy the stuff, if I roll any 6s, I'll need to pay the bribes. A 4 and a 2, so I'm not recognized. I do not have to pay any extra bribes to stay in town. So I was able to buy my bandages and whiskey and the dynamite fine at the general store. So that is interesting. I'm not sure not sure that's going to be, could be a little difficult with the Outlaw. Obviously, it's going to really, with that, unless I get a lot of money, going to keep these town visits pretty short. But we will see how that goes later on. Thanks for watching, and again, if anybody has any strong preferences, I think Joseph's in a good spot. He's got some good gear, unlike the last time. So, but if you guys have any suggestions, or really do have a strong preference to see another hero type in play, I could certainly do either a one-off kind of mission with Joseph and somebody, or we can continue with him straight by himself and see how that goes. I'm certainly interested in seeing with his new equipment how that works, how that's gonna help him. I do need to definitely as some of the viewers pointed out, I need to keep an eye on that, especially that silver buckle, for being able to heal wounds and wounds or sanity when I kill an enemy, which obviously will be, being the only hero we're going to be doing a lot of. So we definitely need to remember we've got that, and hopefully that'll help us. This could be a difficult mission. Obviously, as I said, the mini boss is going to be the threat level +1, so we're actually fighting a medium threat by ourselves. So that could be a little bit dangerous. And the final one is going to be a high. I believe it's a high threat. It's supposed to be an epic, but as a single player. And we've only got the two revives. We're by ourselves, so we may not be quite tough enough to complete this, which could be a danger, and there's going to be a bunch of creatures coming through in this scenario. So we'll see how it goes. I am looking forward to it. Again, expect next week, sometime Wednesday, that I'm gonna upload this, and depending on how long it takes to upload it and publish it, and obviously boardgame Geek's a little slower once I get it up on YouTube to get that posted. So feel free to look at my YouTube channel rather than. I will also post up on the Kickstarter comment section, and the Facebook page for Shadows of Brimstone when I post it. Still planning on sticking to the Wednesdays. So I will see you guys next week for episode 5, where we venture in to seal the Void Gate. See you next week. Thanks.